From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Aiden Karcher. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hello, News Channel 15. This is Aiden Karcher, and here's your evening news. Looking at area arrests, last week in Carmi, State Police Division of Criminal Investigation, Zone 8 Special Agents arrested 57-year-old Darren R. Hayes of Carmi for 6 counts of custodial sexual misconduct and 1 count of official misconduct. On November 11th, 2025, the White County Sheriff's Office requested ISP's assistance with an investigation involving Hayes, a correctional officer at the White County Jail. An extensive investigation revealed that Hayes allegedly engaged in a sexual relationship with a female inmate while on duty at the jail. On March 11th, 2026, ISP special agents presented the case to the Gallatin County State's Attorney's Office, who filed the above-mentioned charges and issued an arrest warrant. ISP arrested Hayes the same day and transported him to the Saline County Detention Center, where he remains in custody pending his first court appearance. There's no further information. On Saturday, March 14th, an individual was arrested in Murphy Gas Station in Carmi. 43-year-old Nathan Saldana was cited for driving on a suspended license following a motor vehicle accident. He was released from the scene and scheduled for a first appearance on April 28th at 9 a.m. Saldana's vehicle was towed by Cherry Street Towing. An hour later on Saturday, Carmi police responded to an incident on Church Street where 20-year-old Adeline Crane was placed under arrest for disorderly conduct and cited for intimidation. Crane will appear before a judge, first appearance on April 28th at 9 a.m. Also in Carmi at 12:26 a.m. Sunday morning, Carmi police arrested Trevor Heidrich for possession of cannabis in a motor vehicle by a driver and cited him for operation of an uninsured motor vehicle. A first appearance for Heidrich will also be on April 28th at 9 a.m. In Mount Carmel on March 15th, 2026 at 1 a.m., Gibson County Deputy Michael Bates conducted a traffic stop on a black 2013 Chevy Cruze for speeding on US 41 near State Road 168. Upon stopping the vehicle, Deputy Bates detected the odor of burnt marijuana coming from inside the vehicle and observed cues that the driver, 19-year-old Evie Tice of Mount Carmel, may be under the influence. At that point, he began a roadside DUI investigation. Once the inquiry was completed, Deputy Bates placed Ms. Tice in custody and transported her to the Gibson County Detention Center, where she was charged with operating a vehicle while intoxicated endangerment. Deputy Zach Lineman and Princeton officers Logan Lashbrook and Sergeant Ben Kiesel assisted in this investigation. All criminal defendants are to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in court of law. In court news, after a year and 4 months, the case against former Wayne County resident, 62-year-old David Self of Crossville, reached a conclusion last Wednesday in White County Circuit Court. Self was arrested in late October 2024 on charges of illegal use of vehicle structure property in connection with drug activity, possession of methamphetamine, possession of a controlled substance, and illegal transportation of liquor. He was arrested again in mid-November 2024 and charged with possession of meth and possession of a controlled substance. Last Wednesday, Self entered a plea agreement in which he was convicted on charges of illegal use of property and 1 count of possession of methamphetamine. All other charges were dismissed as part of the deal. Self was sentenced to 2 years of probation plus court costs. Wayne County Crime Stoppers is offering a reward for information leading to the person or persons responsible for a recent theft in Wayne City. Authorities report that a storage shed was entered and several power tools belonging to Cody Conover were stolen. The stolen items include multiple Milwaukee and Porter Cable brand power tools. Anyone with information about the theft is urged to call or text Wayne County Crime Stoppers at 618-842-9777. Callers may remain anonymous. Tomorrow, Tuesday, March 17th, will be primary election day in Illinois, with polls open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. After you vote, be sure to tune into News Channel 15 for our live election night coverage. Locally, we'll be covering the contested local races in the region, including the Republican ballots races for County Commissioner and County Clerk. In Wayne County, we'll be following the contested races on the Republican ballot for County Treasurer, County Clerk, and County Coroner. We'll be following Republican ballot races for Sheriff in White County and Hamilton County. In White County, we'll be following the contested Republican ballot race for Sheriff, as well as the Republican ballot for Circuit Judge in Richland County. and contested county board races in Clay and Jasper counties. Statewide, Illinois voters will also be selecting party nominees for U.S. Senator, Governor, and several other constitutional offices as part of Tuesday's primary election. Again, polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday, and then don't forget to join us for our election night coverage as the ballots are counted starting 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Wabash General Hospital hosted an open house and patient appreciation event Thursday at its Albion Medical Clinic, celebrating the growth of the facility and the support it has received from the Edwards County community. WGH President and CEO Carissa Turner said that clinical began as a vision from local physicians Dr. Justin Miller and Dr. Levi McDaniel, who wanted to expand healthcare services in their hometown. Turner says the idea dates back to 2017 when hospital leaders sought voter approval to provide services outside Wabash County. She says the community strongly supported the plan, allowing the hospital to move forward with establishing services in Edwards County. Turner noted the clinic was originally housed in a former bank building and required significant renovations before opening as a small medical clinic. Since then, she says the facility has continued to grow and as more patients and services have been added. Today, the Albion Clinic offers primary care, orthopedic care, chiropractic services, podiatry, lab, and radiology services, and most recently, psychiatric care through nurse practitioner Leanne Lear. Turner says the hospital has continued investing in the location to expand exam space and bring additional services closer to area residents. Thursday's event also marked the kickoff of a year-long celebration of Wabash General Hospital 75th anniversary. Similar patient appreciation events are planned throughout the WGH locations throughout the coming year.
Fall in love with your Ford at Steve Faulkner Automotive. Lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 up to $8,700 off, or a 2025 Bronco with up to $5,000 off. Love your new Ford. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
Welcome back. I'm Kyle Peach. Time to take a look at weather. We survived the severe weather threat last night relatively unscathed. No major damage reported. We did have a couple of tree limbs fall on a couple of vehicles and even some structural damage from the pre-storm wind gust we saw yesterday that topped 48 miles per hour here at our studios, but we didn't see any wind like that when the storms blew through, at least here last night. All clear except for some snow showers out there, but a icky day. 40 degrees was our high, but that came in the pre-dawn hours. As early as 3 o'clock this afternoon, we were hovering in the mid-20s where we are right now. We picked up almost a half inch of rain with all of the rain that fell with those storms yesterday. Well below normal, and we could flirt with that record low. We think we'll stay above it, though, as we go out in time. Snow showers ending, clearing skies out overnight tonight. It will be cool tomorrow as well as we see another disturbance move in later on in the day that could bring a few more scattered. We think more snow showers than rain showers. We're not expecting a great deal of precipitation with that system. And then we'll finally start to warm things up on Wednesday. Welcome relief after the temperatures dipped back toward wintertime lows. Overnight tonight, we'll be down to 16 degrees across much of the region, 15, 14 to the north. But cloudy skies can't rule out a stray snow shower or two. Sunshine reappears tomorrow, but it will be chilly. Highs will only be in the low 30s across the region. And then tomorrow night, with that second wave of precipitation moving in, that front will produce some scattered, maybe even more sustained snow showers. We're not expecting much, at least right now, in terms of accumulation. The overnight lows will be in the mid to upper 20s. Then on Wednesday, we forget the frozen stuff and we start to warm up. A mix of sun and clouds. clouds on Wednesday. High temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 50s, and it's only up from here. 67 Thursday, 72 on Friday. 74 on Saturday, 70 for Sunday, 55 on Monday, all with sunshiny skies, clouds, and some snow showers overnight Wednesday into Tuesday into Wednesday. That's a look at your forecast. Max has a look at sports. That's next.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Now, News Channel 15 Sports with Max Gerlach.
This past weekend was the conclusion of the original March Madness here in Illinois high school basketball. In the 1A state semis, local school Lawrenceville fell just short of the Goreville Black Cats 55-47, which landed them a spot in the third place game, where they turned around to beat the Eastland Cougars handedly 61-43. The state champions for each class were 1A Chicago Marshall with a 52-44 win over Goreville. 2A Manual beat Quincy Notre Dame 60-55. 3A East St. Louis beat Deersfield 52-46. And finally, Marist beat Bennett 44-28 in the 4A state championship to conclude high school basketball until next year. Softball is just now getting underway in the region, where we had multiple local teams play their first games of the year. Newton fell to Cumberland 7-4 on Friday the 13th, and on the 14th, Robinson got the win over Red Hill 17-0. In track and field this Friday, Carmi and Fairfield both went down to the Marion Indoor Invitational, where Carmi placed 9th and Fairfield came in at 12th. On Saturday at the Mount Zion Apollo Invite, Richland County took away the win, scoring 88 points during the Invitational. In college baseball this weekend, Wabash Valley College went 1-3 in their series with Lakeland. The Warriors still sit at the number 10 spot in the NJCAA national polls. Frontier over the weekend won both their matchups against Shawnee in 7 innings, with a combined score between the two games of 24-4. That gave them the clean sweep in the series after they got a 13-0 win on Thursday of last week. Olney Central lost all 3 games of their series with Southwestern Illinois College, where through the 3 games, SIC scored a total of 38 runs. Lincoln Trail's games all got either canceled or postponed this past weekend. Finally, in college softball, Wabash Valley started the weekend with a 10-0 loss to the Lakeland Lakers, but then bounced back for a huge 8-7 win to split the doubleheader. They then went to John A. Logan College, where they weren't near as fortunate, losing both games 7-5 and 3-2 this past Saturday. On Saturday, Frontier lost both of their games 8-1 and 8-2 against Spoon River College. In that home doubleheader, Olney Central College went 1-1 over the weekend with a win and loss in their doubleheader at Wren Lake. And that win was their first of the year, which moves them to 1-11. Finally, Lincoln Trail Community went 2-0 over the weekend, where they beat Shawnee Community College 9-1 in both games, where they outscored the Saints 18-2 during this Saturday doubleheader. So from Aiden Karcher and Cal Peach, I'm Max Gerlach, and have a good night.